Having a great day today. Today is Friday, September 22nd. Yesterday was the first day, the last day of summer, folks. And I hope you guys went out and had a good time, went out and support local establishments and live entertainment. It's very, very important. The show is Monday through Friday, lunchtime fun. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show, folks. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, and we really appreciate you guys. It's also dedicated to people like you who sit and watch the show and spend a little lunchtime fun with me, Tony Ocean, folks. Don't forget, you can see us live on 5 different formats. We're doing coming live all of you at once. We're on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube where you subscribe. You can also on the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're also on X, that used to be Twitter, and the Tony Ocean Facebook page. We got a great show lined up for you today, folks. Again, it's Friday, the 22nd of September. My good buddy Bobby Lamontia will be joining us. Bobby La, as we call him, live from the Shark Beach Burger, 1505 East Farm Market Road in Amarillo, Texas, a brand new music venue. Great food. Mojo's Jukebox, my band, will be there in March. Bobby's going to be originally from Chicago, and now he's up in Texas. We'll be coming on in a couple minutes. Anyway, folks, we want to thank you all for watching the show today. So let's get right to our sponsors. That's right on the screen, right above you, folks. Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Ace is the place, folks. Don't wait for the first snowfall to service your snowblower. They offer a small engine repair tune-ups at all their locations. Tune-up at a single-stage snowblower is just $105 plus parts. Check out the unique section of fall and Halloween decor at Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Let's go down to some more sponsors to the show, folks. That's what keeps the show going. We're talking about Gorelli Pavement Service. That's right, Gorelli Pavement Service for all your parking lot and driveway needs. Gorelli knows the curb appeal of your home or business, largely affected by concrete and asphalt. Gorelli's here to help you keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal coating, crack filling, or patching. Serving Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Call Laura or Barb for a free estimate at Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. Tell them Tony O sent ya. Let's get right down also to our good friends from Roy McCampbell, attorney at law for the great lawyer, a good guy called Roy McCampbell, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. That's 708-275-4264. Let's not forget my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. If you use Laura Ocean Solutions, you'll never have to shop again. Absolutely. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Hand-rolled. Javier will send them right to your home. Tell them Tony O sent you. 727-366-7536. Ask for the Tony Ocean Special. And don't forget our good buddies from Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Yesterday, Thursday, of course, we had my lovely wife as my co-host, Laura Ocean. Welcome to have her back. Had a lot of fun with her, and she'll be with us on Thursdays as well. Hey, guys, I want to thank you all for all the people that showed up last night to Positano's in Oak Brook. What a great crowd. Thank you so much, Frank and Bill and the staff. They do an incredible job. I want to thank Jerry Jams. Great job, buddy, as always. Special guest, Louis Pipes, crooning his stuff. Thank you, Louis and Dana, for coming on out. Great seeing Joey Spins and the crew, Dave Zamel. Also want to thank Ron Starr for coming out and singing a couple. And, of course, my co-host yesterday, the great Lisa P. Great job, Lisa, as always. I also want to say, welcome to my good friend Kevin Burke, which I've not seen in a while. Of course, he used to be here in Chicago, and he's half in Chicago, half in California. He was nice enough to come by and drop off a nice gift, the Tommy Lasorda 1988 World Series replica ring, and he bought me one. This will go with my other connection with my Yankee rings. This is also Tommy Lasorda's 94th birthday, if I'm correct. He would have been 94 years old, the great Tommy Lasorda. Look at it, it's just like the real rings, of course. I also add this to my New York Yankee rings, but thank you to my good friend Kevin Burke, you're the best, brother. Donnie Morrison, great seeing you as well. Let's say hello. Who's watching today, folks? Ocean's Pit. Let's see who's going to join us today. Anyway, before we bring up our guest, as this thing is trying to find everybody, we got a busy week. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, folks. Tonight with my good buddy, of course, Double T, Tony Toto. Tomorrow we have 3 shows. 2 of them are private, so the only one that you can see is in the afternoon from 1 to 2 in the afternoon for our good friends from Tiny and Tall Dog Pet Rescue. We'll be at Kai's doing a special benefit from 1 to 2. That's tomorrow afternoon, folks. And then we have 2 private affairs that night. But then Sunday, we'll be back at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. That's a 3 o'clock hit with Jerry Jams. Hey, we got a big show coming up, folks. That's October 29th. It's called Memories Are Made of This, my special tribute to Dean Martin, folks, at the Des Plaines Theater, produced by Ron Onesti, folks, backed up by Nick Sahajas and his big band orchestra. It's going to be fantastic. Stories, songs, special guests, even the Gold Diggers will coming out for our special Dean Martin show. Go to oshows.com and get your tickets. That's Sunday, October 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just looking forward to it, having fun with some good friends. So I just can't see my chats today for some reason. And it's always something to do with with these computers, folks. So one more thing before we bring Bobby on, folks. Don't forget October 7th. You know what's happening. That's right. Hardcore Italians, Mikey and the boys, International Italian Sports Hall of Fame, is bringing you your Columbus State Bocce Ball Tournament. It's going to be at the Casa Italiana in Stone Park. Music, games, food. It's going to have a motorcycle show, a car show. And the great thing about it, folks, I'm playing with the Oceanettes, my bocce team, for the first time ever. Danny Mazzi from Armando Supermarkets, Joey Spins, who's in Arizona with Cindy right now, having a little vacay. Have fun, guys. And our ace in the hole, Jimmy Marchese from River Cafe. If you want to be part of this event, Columbus Day bocce tournament, go to eventbrite.com. That's Saturday, October 7th, 8 a.m. Woo! It's going to be fun, folks. Again, we're trying to get our chat overlay, and we're just not be able to see the people that are logging in today. But you guys are all here today. We really do appreciate it. And last but not least, before we bring Bobby, you know what's going to happen, folks. We're talking about January. It's about 108 days away. When we're all freezing here, when you're all freezing here in Chicago, we'll be on the beautiful Chicago Music Cruise 2024, January 7th through January 14th, 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. That's the Royal Caribbean's Wonders of the Seas. It's the biggest ship on the water, folks, 4 football fields long. This ship holds 5,000 people. And our group that booked, Tony Ocean Show, will be there with the Main Event Band, my other rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, and the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. All of us 1 week on a cruise ship, folks. Orlando, Florida. Then we'll be going to Bahamas, Coco Key, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. Now, you should go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com or go to MaryNTDVacations.com. Just to guys let you know that make sure the final payment is due October 1st. Don't forget to book your hotel room for the night before. Most of us are all staying at the Renaissance. And then don't forget to book your shuttle. Your shuttle that will go from the hotel to the cruise ship on the day that we take off. And don't forget your drink packages, folks, because a bottle of water on that cruise is between 18 to 20 bucks for just a bottle of water, folks. And that's coffee and everything. So when you get the drink package, not only it's your coffee, juices, water, and your booze, of course. And the good thing about the drink packages, folks, when we go to Coco Key, Bahamas, which is a private island owned just for the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, your drinks are covered there too, buddy. So we're going to have a lot of fun. That's Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Book it. I think in our group, there's already 500 people. There's not that many rooms left. So I hope you guys can join us for a lot of fun. How about our good friends from Armando Supermarkets, Danny Mazzi, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, buy local, shop local, and Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision auto repair needs. That's Crash Champions. Anyway, folks, it's a beautiful day today. Yesterday was the actual 21st of September. So when we sang the song September last night, everybody got a little bit more of a big kick. So it was a lot of fun. Now we're in the fall, but today is a beautiful day. And we're looking forward to have some more fun. And we really appreciate you guys watching the show. And in October, coming up, we're going to have some more high-powered guests on with the help of my good buddy Ron Onesti. We're bringing in some musical guests. We try to have guests on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And speaking of guests, we got my good buddy Bobby La Mantilla from Shark Beach Burgers. That's right, in Amarillo, Texas. And we're excited to have him on. So let's bring him on without any further ado. Bobby La in the house. Bobby?
How you doing, Tony?
Good, buddy. How are you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. Weather's nice.
Is the time the same over there, Bobby?
It is. And let me correct you. It's Amarillo. I was told to correct you how to spell say Amarillo.
So it's Amarillo, not Amarillo. It's not Amarillo. It's Amarillo. Okay. Well, we probably learned that. You know, you probably took you a while to learn that. Bobby, you're doing great, buddy. Great to see you. I've seen your mom on Wednesday. Happy birthday to your lovely mom, Arlene. So it's great to see you, buddy. How you doing over there?
Doing great, Tone. It's a beautiful town. Weather's good. I just got hooked up with, as you said, Shark Beach. It's a great venue. It almost seems like you're on vacation. Guy Brian Bailey was from the Padre Island, and they moved up here. And, he brought 750 tons of sand and made a beach here in Amarillo.
Well, I love the video. Great venue. Yeah, I love all the videos that we've seen. You guys can go to that sharkbeachburgers.com and you can see the video footage. It's a restaurant type place, and it's right on the beach. 1,000 people. They have rock concerts there. They got a bunch of tribute acts coming in. What's your first tribute act coming in, Bobby? Coming up this October.
October 28th is Journey of a Lifetime. It's a tribute band out of Oklahoma City. Rick Cruz is the main singer. It's an awesome band. Come out and see it. Tickets will be on sale shortly.
And you know what? That's going to be a Journey tribute, folks. So, if you love that 70s and 80s rock and roll, arena rock, as they call it, and that's what Bobby's booking now, some Foreigner stuff, Boston, Kiss, all that kind of tribute stuff, which is really big right now. It's been big for a long time here. Bobby, you moved out to Texas from Chicago. What's the first thing you learned when you went out there, different between here in Chicago and Texas?
Everyone wants to say hello to you, Tony. In Chicago, you walk around with blinders on, mind your own business. Here in Amarillo, everyone wants to say hello, have a blessed day. It was a little confusing in the beginning when I got here.
Yeah, and it's also everybody's carrying a piece. So, it's you got to be careful out there in Texas. Yeah. So what's the food like? Did you get used to the food, Bob? Any good Italian stuff out there?
Italian is obsolete, Tony. I always kid that they don't have pizza out here. It's just a tomato disc.
Yeah, I remember when we did.
Hopefully, I'm going to change that soon.
Yeah, well, there you go. I remember being up in Texas doing a bunch of gigs in Dallas, Lubbock, San Antonio. We went to an Italian restaurant in San Antonio, and it was just like, spaghetti with ketchup. So it wasn't that great, but that's why you got Shark Beach Burgers, 1505 East Farmer Market Road in Amarillo, Texas. Now I got it right. Bobby, let's see. So the people are friendlier, obviously. And what do they hear when I just moved in from Chicago and you are Italian? So I'm sure you already got that look, right?
Well, as soon as I start talking, they ask, where are you from? Because they know I'm not from here.
Right, exactly. Shark Beach Burgers, how long has it been in business, Bob?
It's been in business for quite a long time. It was called Land Shark prior to. Was owned by an elderly lady who since passed, and turned it to the Bailey family who came up from Padre Island. And I can't tell you enough. It's a great family. Excuse me. And it's kind of like it's just amazing. They make you feel at home. Brian goes around, makes sure he thanks everyone. All the two boys and his wife are great to everyone. It's just a great family atmosphere there.
Well, it looks it from all the great pictures, Bobby. How many employees do you think they have at the place?
There's probably a total of about 15 to 20. On concert nights, it's a little bit more, but typically on Friday and when we don't have the tribute bands going, all the entertainment is free, and that's local bands here in Amarillo.
I got it. So, how many people does the venue fit total? Whether it's inside, outside, how does that all work?
Well, we have it probably hold up to 2,000 people on the beach. We're in the process of putting a 60 by 120 tent up for the winter months. I'd say we probably could hold anywhere from 600 to 800 people in the tent.
Bobby, how many? So you guys are all year round. What's the coldest it gets up there in Texas? Like in January and February.
It could get in the 30s, but the next day it could be in the 60s. It's kind of weird. One day I was out here, we got 10 inches of snow on a Tuesday, and by Friday it looked like never snowed here.
Well,
so it's kind of different.
And you guys are open all year round, obviously, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're closed on Mondays Tuesdays and Wednesdays they close.
All right, so there you go, folks. That's Shark Beach Burgers, 1505 East Farm Market Road, if you're out in the Texas area. Bobby, when you're bringing in the talent now, these concerts, the venues are great. Is there a cover charge for most of these talents? What do they get? They just come in and see the concert, right? And then they order off the menu and stuff like that, correct?
Yes. So typically, the general admission is going to be $20 to get in, and we are going to have VIP, and it could range. The price of the VIP could range by the show, so it could change every show. But typically, what you're going to get is you're going to have a VIP only bar. You're going to have a designated area. We're going to provide you with a beach chair, so you don't have to bring your beach chair. We're going to have possible shuttle for the elderly people. It's kind of a little hard to walk in the sand, but we're going to get them out to the tent and get them in the VIP section. It's going to be an awesome event.
And I noticed you're bringing all kinds of music in. I know our good friend Jack D'Amico will be up there with his Rat Pack. So it's great that you're going to give something for all different ages, right? You can't. Could kids come to this the shows if they're not 21 or 8?
Yeah, kids could come, Tony, and actually they encourage it. It's kind of nice, and people enjoy coming with their friends and be able to bring their kids and say, hey, go out and play in the sand. And I mean, it's just a friendly family atmosphere.
And what is the big dish? What's the favorite dish, Bobby, they have? What's the most the Shark Beach Burgers? I mean, they got to be known for their burgers, right?
Yeah, they're known for their burgers. They have chicken, they have cheese curds, they have fries, and typically on the main events, there's 2 or 3 food trucks also out there. So there's a variety of food that people could get to.
Yeah, and this is Shark Beach Burgers. Bobby, this is great what you're doing here, and I know we just make an announcement. I think it's March 4th, 2024. My rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, will be performing up in Amarillo, Texas, at Shark Beach Burgers. So that's gonna be. We do some promo on that. We're excited, bringing you the music of 70s and the 80s and the 90s rock. Is that what they're listening? Is it between out there the music you're hearing all the time on the radio stations? It's all classic rock and then country, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah, yes. But Tom, let me correct you. It's May 4th, not March 4th.
Oh, May 4th. Okay. All right. See, I thought it was March. May 4th. Thank you. Now I got it. So it's even better. May 4th. Um, so you can't find any Sinatra out there, Bobby. What do you listen to? I mean, have you grown to listening to country music out there, or are you still keeping your roots?
Uh, I keep my roots, but I listen to country music. It's
Oh, okay. All right.
country has now changed. It's a lot easier to listen to, a lot more. Uh, I don't know. I like the country out here, but yeah, I kind of stayed my roots. As you can see behind you, you have Sinatra. I have Hopalong Casadich behind me in the
Hepalon
picture.
Casadich. Yeah, God. That's right. Hepalon Cassidy, Hepalon Casadich, as we'd say in Italian. Bobby La, that's cool, man. What made you move to Texas, if you don't mind me asking? I know you're an Italian guy from Chicago. Had a lot of great, you had some venues here in Chicago. You've been promoting groups for a long time, and now you said did you just throw a dart? How did that happen?
Well, it's kind of funny because typically I would never put anything on Facebook except for the shows that I was doing out there in Chicago.
Right.
But one day I said hello to Jill Nyquist, who I haven't seen in 40 years, who happened to be my sister's best friend in the sixth, seventh grade. And turns out it went from talking to visiting to now we bought a house together here in Amarillo.
Very, very cool. And
So to
how's your
answer your
neighbors over there,
question,
Bob? Go ahead. I'm
I don't,
sorry.
I don't, I've still got the Chicago in me, Tone. I don't need to know my neighbors. I have enough friends.
Yeah, they're probably looking out their window. Look at this Italian that moved out here. He might be trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's so great, Bobby. And what else you got coming up? What other some other groups that you got coming up this year in October besides the Journey Band?
But we got Journey, then we have a Tom Petty, then Foreigner. December, we're bringing in a Beach Boys tribute band that are going to do a Christmas special. As you said before, Jack and the Chicago Rat Pack will be here in February for Valentine's Day. And
Very
then we
cool.
have a slew of Boston, Eagles, uh, Bob Seger. Um, they're all coming. And
All
we're
the,
going to try
all
to
the
get the Temptations out here.
There you go. That would be great. And all great classic rock and roll, folks. And you can get outside on the beach. You got classic rock and roll, and you got great music, and you got great burgers and food. My buddy Bobby La, anything else you want to say, buddy? I know you're busy running around. Anything else you want to mention before, for Shark Beach Burgers?
No, if you know anyone in Texas, send them out to the Shark Beach. It's a great venue. We have great entertainment, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, that's important to know, Bobby. I want to thank you all for what you do, buddy. And you know what? Keep doing what you do, buddy, because you're always trying to reinvent yourself. That's what I love about you, Bobby. You're not sticking to the old stuff. And that's what we got to do. I think that's why we lasted as long as we did. I do really appreciate it, Bobby, your time. Give my best to everybody. Shark Beach Burgers, if you're out in Texas, Amarillo, 1505 East Farm Market Road Burgers. And you're closed on Tuesdays and what?
Wednesdays,
Wednesdays. Bobby
Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
What's the website out there?
It's sharkbeachburgers.com, and we're going to be under B&G events, which would be B&G with the word and spelled out .net. The website is being produced right now. I'm partners with my good friend from Roselle, Illinois, high school friend, Gus Pasquini. So me and him are partners, and his wife, Carol, and Jill are all going to be a part of this.
Hey, two Italians running a place in Wisconsin. I'm sure that's gonna be fantastic. Anyway, Bobby, thank you for your time. Thank you for reaching out, and I'm looking forward to Shark Beach Burgers in May. Thank you, Bob. You have a great day, pal. Have a great weekend.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Bobby Lamantia, folks, Shark Beach Burgers. You got to check it out in Amarillo, Texas. Now I got to find out how I'm pronouncing it right, which is important. And May 9th, May 4th, Mojo's Jukebox will be there, folks. You've already seen our band locally. I'm trying to get back into the chats, folks, but I can still not see anybody commenting today because my thing is something's not right here. Anyway, but you got to speak to Bobby, which I've seen Bobby. Great. Other great stuff coming up next Wednesday, the 27th, will be at Rosario's in Roselle with Double T. I also going to be on the 28th of September. That's a Thursday. It's going to be Girls Night Out at Pasta Mia in Bartlett. Pete Caruso and the crew do an incredible job out there. We'll probably be outside, but Girls Night Out, they have purses and jewelry. We'll be there next Thursday on the 28th. And then September 30th, voted the number one patio outside in the suburbs of Chicago, Taverna on Division. It's going to be fantastic seeing Greg and Jennifer and the staff. That's the 30th of September. A lot of good stuff here, folks. And boy, it's going to be fun. And that's most important that you guys are going out and supporting local establishments and all that good stuff that we're trying to say. Let's get some stories here if we can. Remember the movie Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro when he played the character of Travis Bickle? You looking at me? You looking at me? Yeah. Well, he's going to have a sequel coming out, folks. They're filming a movie called Uber Campaign, starring Robert De Niro, replaying his character as Travis Bickle. Well, I'm thinking now it's not a cab now. Now he drives for Uber. So that should be interesting to see what that's going to be like. I'm really looking forward to that. Being a good De Niro fan, don't care for his politics, but I do love him as an actor, and he's probably one of the best out there beside him and of course, Al Pacino and many others. Of course, over the past weekend, CBS, we reported, folks, the New England Patriots against the Miami Dolphins football game. Of course, there was a big fight, big bloody fight. One punch knocked a guy named Dale Mooney out, killed him. Now they're looking, autopsy revealed it was a medical issue that killed him, not particularly the punch. That's what they're saying right now. Again, a horrible thing. This is happening at a football game, folks, over fan. I mean, come on. You know that there's always rivalries. You know, Packers against the Bears. I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever been killed, or Cubs and the Sox, or Boston and the Yankees. This is getting out of line here, folks. It's happening everywhere. This is horrible to ruin the name of football. You can't even watch football anymore and being peaceful. Here it is. Someone dies because of brawls over two teams. And you got to be afraid to show up at with a different jersey or scream out and, praise your team, even though it's not the team that you're supposed to be with the team. I mean, it's crazy out there. I just don't understand it. Very, very sad news there, folks. Edison Park area. One of my favorites in the area. You got Pizza Boy Pizza. You got Moretti's. Of course, you got Tavern on the Point, which we're going back to in January. There's a lot of great stuff going on over there. But you guys remember the great place called the Carrar Irish Bar over there. Then Q Mata and then Giordano's Pizza were also all on that same strip in the building. Well, the owner sold the building, so all three places are going. Giordano's is going to be gone. Q Monda, a Spanish place, and the Carrar are all closing down, folks. They're all going to be gone because the owner sold the building. So it'll be interesting to see what goes there. More places that have been there before and now they're going away. We just talked about the Cafe La Cave yesterday in Des Plaines, which is being torn down, and three new locations, three new places are going to be there. They said a Raising Cane, a Mexican restaurant, and then a Mediterranean restaurant. So, all these old places that we used to love and growing up and got you so used to seeing, it'll be gone. Everything is changing, folks. Again, if I'm not replying to you, folks, I cannot see the responses today. I don't know what it is, but anyway, that's some stuff here, folks. I want to wish a happy 96-year birthday to Italian Village Restaurant, downtown Chicago. A couple years back, me and my buddy BJ Murray did a live remote from the Italian Village. I got to get BJ back on. It's been a while. But anyway, 96 years in business. Congratulations, the Italian Village in the city. Also, Dick Sayed, if you're watching, today is Happy Armenian International Happy Armenian Day for all my Armenian friends. Scott and Dick said, Happy Armenian Day, my good friend out there, folks. Very, very cool. Shopping, groceries, everything is crazy. Bottles, folks, boxes of cereal. A couple cereals, I try to get the ones with the less sugar, the ones that's a little bit better for you. They're about $8.99 for a box of cereal, folks. $7 to $9 for a box of cereal. I mean, everything has gone up. It is completely crazy. I just don't get it. Another thing that annoys the shit out of me, and I know it probably does too, you wear a pair of blue jeans. You got a pair of jeans on. You got a pocket in your jeans. Do you ever notice right above your regular pocket in your jeans is another little small pocket? Does anybody, what's that for? You can't even put your part of your first, not even a little bit of your finger could fit in this pocket. So what are you going to put? I don't even know what it's made for. Can anybody tell me, even though I can't see my chats today, I would like to know what that pocket is for. What were they thinking? Well, you can barely fit a quarter in there and then try to get it out. So it's mind-boggling to me what that little pocket is for on your jeans. Most of them you have your regular pocket, then you have the little teeny weeny pocket. I don't know what it's for. Another useless stuff. Who knows? We got birthdays, folks, and we have a lot of them. First of all, like I said, happy 94th birthday to the great would have been. Of course, he passed away, the great Tommy Lasorda, the manager, of course, former manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team. Would have been 94. Uncle Tommy Lasorda and my good buddy Kevin Burke. Again, thank you for the beautiful Tommy Lasorda replica World Series ring that Kevin gave me yesterday, if you're just joining us. So happy 94th to the late, great Tommy Lasorda. Singer-songwriter, the great P.F. Sloan, a lot of great songs. One of the best songs he wrote is Where Were You When I Needed You by the Grassroots, and he wrote a lot more other songs. Another good friend in Chicago, downtown, Melissa Brown, celebrating a birthday. One of the great science fiction writers, H.G. Wells. A lot of good stuff. H.G. Wells. David McCallum from the TV show The Man from U.N.C.L.E., 90 years old today. Former member of the Eagles, one of the guys who wrote Hotel California. Don Felder celebrates a birthday. Last year, the year before, he was at Septemberfest in Schaumburg. Happy birthday. John Panazzo, folks, former drummer of the band Styx, celebrates a birthday. The Enforcer from one of the greatest wrestling teams, the Four Horsemen. Woo! We're talking about the great Arn Anderson. You got to love him. Arn Anderson. Double A, the Enforcer. Arn Anderson celebrates a birthday. You got to love it. Sophia Loren, one of my favorite movie actresses of all time. 86 years old, Sophia Loren. Alan King, and not the actor, but the singer guitar player, 77 years old. He was in a band called Ace. Remember that song, How Long Has This Been Going On? Yeah, he's part of that group. Tim Raines, former Montreal Expo baseball player, 64 years old. Nino Beckendorf from the band Extreme celebrates a birthday. 100 years old to the great country western singer Hank Williams. Now, that was a good boy, man. Hank Williams, 100 years old would have been today. Eva Marie, boxing champ, 39 years old. Speaking of wrestling, adorable Adrian Adonis, of course, would have been 70 years old. I'm sorry, 70 years old. How about Keanu Reeves, great action hero, celebrating. Ron Starr, my good buddy Ron, his mother celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Mrs. Starr there, 80 years old today. Chicago funny man Bill Murray celebrating a birthday, folks. My good buddy John Vincent, great singer and a good friend. His father's birthday, Mr. Vincent. Happy birthday there, my good friend. And another great Chicagoland entertainer, does some great stuff. Also does a great impersonation of Tony Bennett. My good buddy Vince Amore celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to my buddy Vince. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Like I said, I'm trying to get into my chats, and I just don't see them. So I can't tell who's watching today or who's saying hello, who's commenting. It's just not coming up on my. You know what I could do, folks? Let me go into my Facebook page, but then I can't see my other headlines. So we're going to leave it at that for now. How about this crazy stuff? This is where you say, what the F, when you hear stories like this. Xavier Howard plays with the Miami Dolphins NFL football team. He has 4 different women pregnant at the same time, folks. Can you actually believe this? Xavier Howard from the Miami Dolphins, who's playing right now, has 4 different women pregnant at the same time. Ever think of using a rubber, buddy? Unbelievable. 4 different women pregnant at the same time. We were talking about the Beatles as much as we love them. Albert, if you're watching, I cannot see the comments today, so I don't know who's watching or who's listening. But Ringo Starr, of course, 83 years old, fell at one of his performances, but he is okay and recovering. Ringo Starr is all well. God bless for that, folks. Entertainment Weekly. Let's talk about one of my favorite shows, not The View. Oh, I hate this show. And how many times have I said it? You got 4 ladies with 3 happy names. You got a Joy, you got a Whoopi, right? And you got a Sunny. And they're most miserable ladies on TV. Well, Joy Burhart, or Blowhart, whatever her name is, saying her co-host, Sunny Hostin, or if I'm pronouncing her last name right, says she probably fakes her own orgasms. This is coming from her co-host. I'm sure that's great talk going on backstage when that show finishes. Unbelievable, some of the stuff that people are listening to and watching on this lousy show called The Voice. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Let's get to some headlines and some stories. Here we go. My buddy Anthony Melchiotti sends him some good stuff. 100,000 to 200,000 severe side effects, and it never stopped one person from contracting it or transmitting it to others. So besides the hundreds of thousands that were severe reactions and billions it made for Big Pharma, what did all those millions of jabs achieve? Well, to the right mind, after seeing a mound of never-ending and still coming in reports of severe reactions and unexplained deaths, who's running back in line for the next jab? Who's going to get that 6th booster? I don't know, folks. Here it is. Leadingreports.com breaking 1 million mRNA COVID shots for teens will prevent 0 to 1 COVID deaths and cause 100,000 to 200,000 severe side effects, according to the CDC's own data. Google it yourself. Thank you, Anthony Melchiotti. Chicago Bears. I don't know. Vito Zotto, a good friend of mine, funny man here in Chicago, posted something on his page a couple days ago. After watching the Bears last year and watching them this year, Arlington Park Racetrack decided to rebuild the racetrack again. Now, of course, that's a joke, but not really, if you think about it. They're going to come to Arlington Heights. Is it going to make the team any better? I don't know. But let's put it this way. Let's go back to last year or the year before. Let's compare Justin Fields to Trubinsky. Justin Fields, 59.9 completions. Trubinsky had 63.2. Justin Fields had 4,469 passing yards. Trubinsky had 5,644 passing yards. 1,591 rush yards Fields. He had more than Trubinsky, only had 680. 36 passes and rush touchdowns for Justin Fields. 36 pass and rush downs, Trubinsky. So they're tied for touchdowns. 31 turnovers with Justin Fields. 26 turnovers with Trubinsky. Mitch, 79.7 pass with Fields and 86.3 pass with Trubinsky. To my, Trubinsky was a better fit, in my opinion. Love this quote sent in by Sharon Pfeiffer. It's better to criticize something and be criticized Better. Let me repeat that. I'm sorry, I said it too fast. It's better to create something and be criticized than criticized than create. I'm sorry, this is too much today. I'm going to try again. Let me start from the beginning because hold on. Oh, I'm losing it today, Ocean. You're losing it today. It's better to create something and be criticized than create nothing and criticize. That's what I was talking about earlier with my good buddy Bobby Law. You try to reinvent yourself all the time. It might not always work, but you got to keep trying to come up with some new things because things are hard, man. When you've been doing stuff for so long, it's like also when, like, even for instance, with my shows and stuff, you do a lot of the standard songs over and over that people want to hear. And then sometimes you do a show and you decide to change the format completely just because you think that people might like some newer stuff, which they do to a point. But then sometimes you go, well, how come you didn't do all your old stuff? Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So try to reinvent yourself, and I think it's very important. And I try to need to do that more in my Tony Ocean shows. And that's very important. Never let praise go to your head, and never let criticism go to your heart. We all been there, babe. We've all been there, folks. Never let praise go to your head, because I'm sure we've all done it, and some of us still do at certain times. And never let criticism go to your heart. And I'm sure that gets us too. You get somebody comes down on you, it always bothers your head and your heart. So I think it's important. Michael Tafoya, a great guitar player in the Chicagoland area, used to be with Boys and the Bees. Keep going, because you did not come this far just to come this far. A great quote of the day. You got to keep going. That's another thing. We're going to fail. We're going to screw up. We always do. It's just part of life. It's part of growing up. It's part of being a human being. It's not that you fall. Sometimes is how many times you fall. Sometimes is how you get back up again. And look, I'm learning every day. I think everybody is learning every day. At least we should. Mel Lennon Reed. I think he's the guitar player in American English, a great band. Not everyone likes me, but not everyone matters. I know we all want to be liked. My wife sometimes tells me too, how many listeners or how many views or how many people like that. It doesn't make something better than another. That's the way it is. Not everybody's going to like you, and like I said, a lot of the people that are watching you or following you, half the people probably don't like you in the first place. It's just part of life, unfortunately. But you kind of know who they are and who they aren't. Not even a word. Murray Weiner, EMG Entertainment. Great guy. Him and his son Jay promote some great bands in the Chicagoland area. Looking for a married woman recently cheated on, mad and scorned, who is willing to sell her husband's tools for cheap. Or, Mary, you can also say fishing gear. Love that quote. Love that stuff coming in, folks. Now, here's a question you got to ask yourself. If money is the root of all evil, is what people say, the more money you got, the more headaches, the more bullshit, the more et cetera, et cetera. But if money is the root of all evil, why are they still asking you to church? I tell you that story. I'm not, I believe in God. I believe in everything he gives me. I pray to God every day. We all know that. I remember one time we were going to church, St. Vincent Church. Used to go on Sundays. Me, my mom, and my dad. And then one time, we couldn't make church. Couldn't make it. I forgot what happened. I was a kid, so I don't remember exactly what happened. But the situation was, on that Monday or Tuesday, we got a call from the parish. Mr. Carrara, you guys weren't in church. And my dad goes, yeah. He goes, well, we didn't get your envelope. My dad went click and never went back. It's all about money sometimes. Just like the big pharma, just like about everything. Follow the science. Once you start following the science of anything, you're going to find the money. It's all about money. What about going to church and just praying to God? Or what about just praying to God right from your home? Got to give the envelope. They made that call. So, if money is the root of all evil, why do they ask for it at church? Got to think about that sometimes. Peter Prado answered this question. When a man is handsome, educated, have money, but still single, so what's the problem? I don't know what the problem is, folks. Me and my wife Laura talked about this yesterday on the show. Being single or being married. So I see a lot of great guys and gals, good friends of mine that are both single, looking for the right people. It's not very easy, folks. It's not easy at all. Keep dating, keep trying. I don't know what to tell you. But they say, look at it, great looks, great money. What's the problem? Or good guy, what's the problem? It's not easy. It's not easy, folks. Kelly, my friend Kelly from Florida says Facebook should show mutual blocks instead of mutual friends. Nothing brings people together like, I hate that bastard too. True fact, Kelly. She's always come up with some good stuff. Very, very good, folks. Danny Alebra, the Wizard of Oz, is 84 years old. If Dorothy were to encounter men with no brains, heart, or courage, she wouldn't be in Oz. She would be in Washington, D.C., folks. That's right, Washington, D.C., with this current regime that we have. 84 years old, the Wizard of Oz. That is amazing. This was sent in, folks, by Beautiful Mindson. Never judge a child based on another teacher's opinion. They deserve to be given a chance. They deserve a clean slate. It only takes one single adult to turn a child around. This adult could be us, right? You got adult, you got kids. Some teachers don't react good with kids. Some would say he's a bad teacher or he's a bad kid. Remember something, there's no bad kids in this world. Kids are born, they're not bad. It's their environment. It's the way they're brought up. It's their influences that turn them bad. So don't judge every kid. There's no bad kids in this world. No bad kids. Tomorrow is National Stay at Home with Your Dog and Drink Wine Day. It's not really nothing official, but I just made it up to tell others. That's like when all these other things come up. Every day I mention today is National, Hit Your Pillow Day. Great quote. It would have been wine with me. Mine would have been Jack, but still, great quote. Mark Dugo, if you're going to get in trouble for hitting someone, you might as well hit them hard. I remember my dad used to tell me as a kid, if you're ever going to do something big. So you'll always be remembered. I don't know. I don't want anybody to go out and hit somebody. But if you're going to hit them hard. Mark Dugo's come up with some good stuff. SmokyMountainGroceries.com says when older people say enjoy them while they're young, they're not talking about their kids. They're talking about their knees and hips. Enjoy them while they're young. You guys know that. It's just hard to get out of bed sometimes. Or better yet, try putting your socks and shoes on in the morning. Love these quotes that keep coming in, folks. Patricia L. Soar. So, our mayor of Chicago just signed a $29 million contract to build tents, cities for migrants. Tents. Do you realize folks here in Chicago, that there's snow, below zero temperatures in Chicago? Do they realize crime is at all-time high right now? Many of these migrants are single military-age men. Do they realize we have homeless veterans and American families? This is why Cook County's property taxes are at the all-time high. Biden administration are destroying us for votes and power. We have to make a change. These are great quotes coming in, folks. And I don't know. Here it is. This is WGN. Chicago officials have just signed nearly $30 million contract with a private security firm to relocate migrants seeking asylum from police stations and the city's 2 airports to winterize camps with massive tents before the cold weather arrives, following the lead of New York City use Intents for migraines. This is what they're doing in New York, and now they're doing it in Chicago. $30 million contract. Private security? This is where our money is going, folks. Check out WGN. Our good friend Lisa Lockhart, happy birthday to your mom, Joyce. Lisa, if you're watching, happy birthday. Again, Vince Amore having a great birthday, my good buddy. And we're going down the line, folks, of stuff that's happening this weekend. And I just hope that it's all good. We are coming to the end of the hour, folks. I want to thank my guest, my good friend Bobby Lamantia, for being on. Bobby, thank you so much. Shark Beach Burgers, Amarillo, Texas. Mojo's Jukebox will be there May 9th. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. It's going to be cool. So I love playing new venues. It's a lot of fun. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, folks. Let's not forget our sponsors. Last but not least, our good friends from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local, shop local, folks. Take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit our helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. Download your Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. I'm going to see Raphael and Jackie and Kathy next Saturday at Taverna. From what I hear, my good friend Franny and Dominic Long go too as well. Anyway, Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. I want to thank you all, folks, for watching the show today. I want you all to have an incredible weekend. Enjoy the first weekend of fall. Go out and support local establishments and live entertainment. And be kind to everybody, folks. That's all we can do. Try to make life happy. You know, sometimes life isn't easy, but we're going to try to do our best. And Mama D, if you're watching, we love you very much. God bless you, everybody. In the great words of Ringo Starr, which I'm glad he's better. Peace and love. Peace and love. Nick Sahaj is the piano.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.